Man, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, before we even go forward, the lighting is immaculate right now. I finally have my light settings perfect. I have the warm to cold. You see what's happening? Like the warm cold vibe. Yeah. It's all methodically thought out. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, people, we got some more goodies for y'all, man. We're taking a little step back. And we're going into Paul Ferguson and his brother, and Paul Ferguson and Jojo, so we don't have to hear his hideous girlfriend's voice. Her voice is hideous, not her face. I don't know what she looks like, but I have ideas of what she looks like, but let's just say we don't know for sure. But anyways, people, we're gonna go ahead and check out these calls. I hope you guys enjoy. They're pretty juicy, so we're not even gonna waste too much more time. We're gonna hop right into it. Other than that, I am posting some Sarah Boone videos, all new calls. I personally have not heard of these calls before, and it's a shitload of them. I'm gonna shout out the channel and all that in the video that I post. It's some goodies, people, so keep an eye out for that as well. But without further ado, folks, let's go ahead and check this thing out. This is Paul and his brother Nolan.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. This is the first time trying this. I was a bit nervous.
You're good.
So guilty on all charges, eh?
Yeah. Not really a surprise to anyone, but that's besides the point.
So, at least
Paul said that so guilty on all charges, eh? So just to catch you guys up, if you were under a rock, they're clearly talking about Shanda Vander Ark. So going back, if we look at the timeline, she gets sentenced and then he finds out about his sentencing after that. So at this very point, I don't think he is expecting the 30 years or whatever timeline he had in his head later on.
We know that she can't hurt anyone else now because she'll never get the chance.
Correct. Her sentencing is until the end of January, but that's going to be a formality at the very least.
Yep. But did she try at all to appeal, or?
No, she's way past that point. I mean, the verdict's in. All that's left to do now is sentencing.
See, Paul is thinking along the lines of fucking like, he's thinking along the lines of law TV shows. And did you get an appeal? Did you figure out I'm gonna do an appeal, and we're gonna appeal everything. You're probably gonna try to appeal this video. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, chill. You can't appeal to everything. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's funny that he's so interested to know what happened to her, but I'll tell you why he's so interested. Everybody's like, oh, he's obsessed with her. Oh, he likes her. It might be the case. They might have too much affection for each other, but the main reason that he's not per se, the main reason that he's super interested is because he wants to compare. He knows what he was doing. He knows what she was doing. He knows the severity of what she was doing. He knows the severity of what he was doing. So he's like, basically, well, damn, if she gets life, damn, that means I might get a really bad sentence because I was right below her. He's comparing himself to her. That's the only reason he gives a about what she got in her sentencing.
Away her right to be there on the last day, so that's not her problem either.
She signed away her rights, meaning she didn't know.
Saying she didn't have to be there for the verdict, basically. So she wasn't present in the courtroom.
Gotcha. Quick question: was my face blurred out for my interview?
No, you're over 18, buddy.
I like how Nolan wasn't even like buying into his bullshit. He's like, no, buddy, you're over 18. Like, the fuck you think was gonna happen? We're seeing your I'm looking at the other camera. So I have a live stream camera and then I have a dedicated video camera, and that's why I keep switching up. But I'm pretty sure Nolan heard that and was like, bro, are you serious? Like, come on. You're a grown-ass man. You're here for all the world to see. Your ugly, disformed, scoliosis having ass looking face. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he doesn't even have scoliosis. I'm just saying. It looks like he does.
And you couldn't testify if you weren't anyway.
I knew a girl in college, or junior college, I should say, or whatever you want to call that. I knew a girl who actually had scoliosis, and she didn't look like him. You couldn't even tell she had it. Paul don't even got scoliosis, and he looked like he got scoliosis. That's wild. That's actually crazy.
Yeah. Still, I know that there's freedom of press and whatnot, but I'm pretty sure that's still a violation because I didn't give explicit permission.
You did by agreeing to
testify. Gotcha. I still can't believe her.
Do what?
No, you were talking. Sorry. Go ahead first.
See, he's used to that submissive shit with his girlfriend. He's like, "Oh, you're talking first. Go ahead first. My baby girl, my sweet, my amazing, my lovely Ginny. Ginny, I love you so much, baby girl." See, he's used to that bullshit. So when Nolan is talking, he shies away because baby girl, she runs that shit. She has the balls in the relationship. She got the dick and balls in that relationship because ain't no way Paul is running anything. In a perfect world for them, in their perfect world, Paul gets out in about 5 years and he goes to live with her. You best believe that he's doing everything for baby girl. Baby girl is going to be running that shit. Baby girl going to be throwing his legs in the air, all that shit. Not even figuratively, for real.
You're trying to thought. It's infuriating that she tried to pin all of it on me.
Yeah, but it didn't work, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, I know. I am fully aware of that. I know that her lawyer was just doing his job, and it's hard not to be angry with the fact that, he's defending.
His job. It was his job to represent her opinion. It doesn't mean his opinion. It doesn't mean anything. It's just him representing her opinion, her defense. That's his
Sometimes,
job.
Though,
he did his job.
Yep. Yeah, he did. No, I won't deny that. It's just sometimes I feel like, lawyers have to be, I don't know, they have to go through a lot. I mean,
this is the second time he brought up that lawyer, which is why I know it really got to him, and it started making him worry about his chances of actually getting freedom. This is what made him worry about his chances of freedom, because that lawyer grilled him pretty good. And I mean, he never looked good from the start, but after that, you could tell Paul was ticked off. He brought this up in another video that we did. Same thing, talking about the lawyer. He said, I know the lawyer was just doing his job. I think he was talking to his fiance, but he kept saying, I know the lawyer was just doing his job, but it was just so ridiculous that he would defend that monster. Like, dude, you're a monster, okay? You're just not a monster to anybody who could defend themselves. You would be a monster to someone who can't. And that, frankly, is worse.
You're supposed to know if someone is guilty as sin. And I wonder if it's at all infuriating that you have to work with that to try and keep them out of jail, out of prison. I couldn't do it either. But I'm glad that her part is over. That much I am glad of.
Trust me, me too.
I can finally get moving on mine. Do what I have to do to, well, I wouldn't say make things right, but make them better than they were.
Do what you have to do to get out of jail. He really thinks he's gonna get this little ship shape, give my little testimony real fast, boom, bam, I'm out of here. The only problem with this is, like, say you have a kingpin or drug dealers or something, and this guy, the one on top, he killed this whole family, and he removed this lady from her family and flew her to another country, did all these terrible things, right? And then you're just the sidekick. You're the right-hand man who snitches on him, right? And you give up all the information. Maybe you killed like 4, 5, 6 people, but they're all in the gang world, and, you snitch on him, and you get your time reduced to like 8 years. The only problem with that is that there's something to work with. You know, there's something to work with. You're way lesser. You're down here, and this person's way up here. In this case, it's like they're super accomplices. It's like what she did, he did. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're at the same level. So him actually snitching, quote unquote, on her really didn't do anything. It really didn't do anything. Like if he didn't testify against her in a different world, say he didn't testify against her and he did his own trial, worst he would do was get life. But honestly, I think he would say he didn't get life. He probably would get the same like 30, 40 years. Like this testimony really didn't do anything. And that's why in his head, he's like, oh yeah, you know, I gave my testimony. Like, no, bro, you guys did the same shit. You guys both did the same shit. It's like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like she testified against you and you testified against her. And it's just like missiles destroying each other. Countries just destroying each other at the same time. You're still both going to jail.
Move it along. That's what matters.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I talked to you before or after Mom and Dad's visit and over the phone. Talked to you over the phone. I spoke to them in person, but that was nice. Yeah. I wasn't sure if I talked to you before Mom and Dad talked to me, you know, or after Mom and Dad talked to me. Jeez. I know I texted you, but
I know they got to see you, but I don't know if it was before or after.
Yeah. I got to see them after, but I was saying I wasn't sure if I told you about it, except over text. That was how
you didn't
I heard
say anything about
Shanda was sitting.
Oh yeah, but it's neither here nor there.
Yeah. So I think Dad's only got like an inch and a half at most on me.
Yep, you got tall and thin.
Yeah, that was one of the first questions out of Mom's mouth was, "Are you eating okay?" Because I'm lanky, like Christ.
Yeah, I see your cheekbones a little bit.
Yeah, I know. It's not like the food here is high calorie content.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, remember that theory I had with people gaining weight in prison? It's because they're eating nothing but commissary, and commissary is nothing but garbage. That pretty much sums up the entire reason. For the OGs on my channel, I would be a recurring theme. I'd be like, why do people gain 2 sizes in jail? Why do people get fat in prison? It's that commissary food. That's why Paul, you could tell he wasn't getting that commissary that much. He obviously wasn't, because your boy looked malnourished himself. He got up on that stand, and I was like, was he being tortured too? Like, the first time he got up on the stand, I was like, wait, what's going on? Was he also being tortured? He looks like he's still recovering. That's just his build. So that just has to make you imagine how scrawny and how skinny Timothy was at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit was bad. Shit was really bad. And he had a full part in it.
No. Going back to work tomorrow or Monday or when?
Yeah, I have to work tomorrow and then not Monday, but then I have to work Tuesday, but then not Wednesday. It's a weird week.
I do not miss that. I almost forgot that Paul did that shit. That's Paul all the time with his family. I don't get it. Maybe it's because he's most nervous around his family. Maybe it's because he knows that his family views him as a piece of shit. That might be a heavy reason. But I really don't get the moaning.
Yeah, but I shouldn't be busy Monday, so I'll text you about that.
Okay, I'll probably be. Hopefully, I'll be able to text, but I'm going to be at Carolyn's. So.
Carolyn's is.
Carowinds. Not Carolyn's. Carowinds. It's an amusement park.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
That'll be fun.
Shit.
Yeah, we'll go to the Winterfest, whatever.
Mm. What else did Shanda spout? I know that she spouted something about having sudden blackouts, memory lapses.
It doesn't matter at this point. It's over and done.
Yeah,
I like how Nolan kind of just shuts him down. It doesn't matter. He was like, Shanda had blackouts. Is that true? And I'm pretty sure Nolan is so tired of hearing this shit. And the more he talks about Shanda, the more it becomes apparent to Nolan that pretty much Paul is just comparing himself to her to see what he's going to get. So Nolan is just like, yeah, don't worry about it. But he knows just as much as everyone else that Paul is getting a damn near close sentence. 30 years ain't no short amount of time. 30 summers, bro, that is a long time. 30 summers is a long time. So I don't care what you say. So, yeah, Nolan knows it's something like that in his future. So it's like, bro, just shut up and just take it. She got basically life, so figure it out. Subtract 20 years. What is that, 30 years? Yeah, about that. Come on now.
No, part of me is still brooding over the crap.
Yeah, but you're not doing yourself any favors. There's no point. It's done with.
I know.
Part of me is still brooding about that. It's like, bro. Oh my God, what a piece of shit.
But yeah, Mom was wearing the necklace, the one with somebody's ashes in it.
I'm surprised they even allowed her to wear the necklace. That's almost like disrespecting Timothy's memory. You're going to wear the necklace with his ashes in it? I never even realized that. You guys hit me in the comments if you guys realize that shit. I never knew it was a Timothy Ash necklace. Get the fuck out of here, bro. She is a vile woman. Let's just leave it at that. A vile woman.
I found out some of, what I told you. Also, I'm not sure if I told you about this, but apparently she's been suffering from, I can't remember if it's called agro or acrophobia. She's afraid to go outside, which I
really couldn't care less. You mean, wait, oh, you were talking about Mom. You're talking about Mom. Sorry. I thought you were talking about Shanda.
Yes. I was about to say, hey.
No. Yes, it's agoraphobia. Yeah.
Yeah. If it was Shanda, I'd have said Shanda. She's not.
Sorry. For some reason, I know.
And I said I told Mom that. I told her there's a difference between a mother and a mom. A mother is simply the person who gives birth. A mom is the person who tries to teach right from wrong.
Oh my God, dude, shut the fuck up. There's a difference between a mother and a mom. And he's doing this like this is some scholarly essay that he's writing and he's about to present it as a speech or something. Like, there is a difference between a mother and a mom. A mother is the one that gives, but man, this is the type of shit that makes you want to slap the shit out of them. This is the exact type shit that makes you want to slap the shit out of people like Paul. And it's not just Paul. You don't have to be a brother murdering asshole. It's just regular everyday people thinking that they know everything. You know, there's a difference between a mother and a mom. Like, bro, oh my God.
Cares for her children.
I know, buddy. I know.
And that's what Mom did. She was Mom.
Yeah, I know.
If I was Nolan, I would basically just hang up. It's like, you know what? I'm tired of this shit. I'm pretty much tired of this shit. The trial's over. Just time to disown. Disown button.
But I mean, Shanda had chances. It's her own fault.
Still talking about Shanda.
She didn't try to be better. I miss you.
I miss you too, buddy.
I try not to say it around Mom anymore because I can understand how it angers her. But when all this is over, I can't wait. I
know.
Once it all is, you don't have to stay in Michigan much longer after.
I know, but you just got to take it one day at a time, buddy.
Yep. That's how I've been getting through
You
all.
gotta just take it one day at a time, buddy. 1 year at a time. Shit, because Nolan's not a fool. Nolan knows that boy is not coming out no time soon. Paul is like, yeah, and after this is all done, I can't wait to be back out. It's like, I committed murder and I just can't wait to come back. Okay, Paul. Okay. You gotta come back and let Jenny throw those legs in the air. That's what you finna do. Jenny is the man in that relationship, but that's neither here nor there.
All this. I've hardly had any emotional cracks either. Let my emotions flood me. I'm not sure if you noticed during the trial, but I was trembling slightly.
We don't care.
I mean, yeah, I can tell you were nervous, and that's understandable.
It wasn't just nerves; it was frigid in there. Not to mention the area they had me waiting was colder than I don't know. It was like outside cold. Outside here, cold.
Mm-hmm.
That plus nerves was not a good combination. During the break when they put me in there, yeah, I was a trembling mess.
I understand that.
But, yeah, I had a dream. I woke up and I'm like, wow, okay, breathe, dream, Christ. Oh.
Yeah, I've had a few of those.
I'm so glad that's not what it was. That's not what happened.
I hope he had a real good panic attack because fuck him. Honestly.
I guess now all we can do is look to the future. Make things better for us. You, me, Mom, and Dad.
Focus on you and what you can do, okay?
Yep. I will there again, and I'm Shanda. That's completely fine with me. I should have cut off contact earlier. Maybe none of this would have happened. But like I said,
public access. Unfortunately, much as we all would have been good.
He's like, unfortunately, you didn't do that. Cut off contact, bro. You were living with her. You were destitute. You needed somewhere to stay. What are you talking about? You weren't gonna go back to your dad's, and you damn sure weren't gonna go out into the world and support yourself. So trust me, Paul was gonna be right there at Shanda's place doing his thing. That was literally his rite of passage, was to help me torture Timothy. That's what it felt like. That's rite of passage. Help me torture Timothy, and then you could have a bed to sleep in, pretty much.
Anything? And so, did you do anything really fun for your week off?
Just kind of a lot of little stuff here and there, to be honest. Like nothing too crazy. Just relaxed as often as possible, and
easy.
Yeah, exactly. I think I got almost all my Christmas shopping done, stuff like that.
Don't say Christmas shopping, okay? Chill. You're going to activate Paul's begging. This is another thing I forgot because we've been doing these fiance calls so much. Paul is a beggar. And it's funny that he never asked his little boo thing for no money, though. He kept that solid, at least not that I've seen. He never asked her for money, but you best believe every phone call he's gonna ask for money. Like, I don't even know how this phone call ends, but I'm 90% sure that Paul asked for money. Money is definitely coming, and the fact that Nolan brought up Christmas shopping, you fucked up, Nolan. You fucked up.
Nice.
You activated him.
Yeah. No. The Christmas wish list should, provided that I managed to show the same restraint that I've been showing, which is highly likely that I'll be able to keep it up. I take all of that last 2 weeks. So.
Gotcha. I'll try and fulfill that next week.
Yep. Guys in here are going to do, I guess you could call it a Christmas/New Year's sweet do, throw in all sorts of goodies and whatnot. I think they have, like, not just for me, but people throwing in like $100 worth of commissary.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
People are throwing in like $100 worth of commissary. That's crazy. Yeah, Nolan, I think this is going to be the end of Nolan calls pretty soon. Nolan is never going to talk to this kid again after a few months. Never again. He's never going to talk to Paul again. It's going to reach a month. He's like, when last did you call Paul? I don't know. Doesn't really want to talk about it. After a month, 2 months, never talking to this kid again. And I don't blame him. Nolan, if you ever see this video, I don't blame you. Kid is fucked up, and he deserves everything he's got coming to him. You know that. We know that.
Will you be able to label this number as, I guess, my second number of some sort?
Yeah, I've got it. I just wasn't ready to answer yet. That's all.
Yeah. So won't be able to call Mom for a little while because, this trip kind of cleaned her out. She had to go from, I'm not sure if she told you, she had to go to one hotel and they wouldn't let her stay there because she had Noel. So she had to get a refund, which would take several days, like almost a week. Yeah. But, so she let me know that when she visited. I said that she talked to my lawyer, like wanting to visit, and he said, you got to talk to the prosecutor. So she talked to him. She was thinking, set up later in the evening.
You have 1 minute left.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was right then and there, so she had to text Dad to, hey, hurry up and get here.
I'm pretty sure that Nolan has like a timer on his watch, and he's like, all right, when the fuck is this thing about to end? Because I'm so tired of hearing this kid. Like, I'm pretty sure Nolan has to have something, man. This shit is crazy.
But anyway, I better let you go. It was good to talk to you. It always is.
All right, you too, buddy. I love you.
I love you and I miss you. I'll talk to you soon.
I miss you too. Yeah, I'll talk to you soon.
Bye, bro.
Bye, bro.
All right, so that was Nolan and Paul. That shit was bad. It's like you can feel the degradation of their fucking relationship as time goes. It keeps getting worse and shakier and shakier. At this point, At this point, Nolan is basically just interrupting Paul half the things he says every time because it's like, Paul, I don't want to fucking hear that. Paul, I don't want to shut the fuck. Paul, just it's pretty much that type of energy he's giving off, which is fair, which is very fair. But anyways, we're moving on to another call. This is him with Jojo. This is around the beginning stages of their conversation. Now, I do want you guys to pay attention to how he treats Jojo and how Jojo is so there for him. And then the second Jenny comes around, he starts to switch up on Jojo. Just because Jojo said, I think that Jenny girl is fucking crazy. She didn't say that verbatim. I'm just saying that's pretty much how come on. If you have a quote-unquote crazy person saying that person is crazy, I said on my live stream, that means I think that person is crazy because people are already calling Jojo crazy for contacting him. And Jojo is saying that Jenny over there, she crazy. Yeah. Paul, you should probably listen. But anyways, let's go ahead and check this out. It's fire. It's a crazy call. Let's see what's up.
And follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number. To consent to this recorded call, press 1. To disconnect, press thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hi, Paul.
Hi, Joe.
How's everything?
It's going.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. I did it. I got your stats for you.
My stats? Oh, on my YouTube. Go ahead.
Yes. This is for the. Can you hear? Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. This one is the blind bender.
Go ahead.
Somebody giving you a hard time?
No, they're just talking up there. Somebody's talking with somebody outside the cell. We're locked down right now.
Oh, you are? Bad things going on?
30-hour lockdowns. No, it's just 30-hour lockdowns. If we had to get last night out, so we don't have tonight out.
Oh, okay. How far is your the phone from your cell?
The actual phone is downstairs, but I'm using my tablet, so it's not far at all.
Oh, perfect, because I was wondering if you had to run downstairs when we were having troubles connecting. I thought, man, he's got to run a long way probably.
No. It's only, 15.
Man, Paul don't want to hear about none of this shit. He just want to hear about his YouTube stats. It's funny that he thought his thing blew up because of his creativity. That's funny. But anyways, let's continue on. We're gonna hear what he has to say. But I'm sure, like, it's funny that he goes to jail and the next thing that he's thinking about is his YouTube stats. Like, bro, don't worry about that. You don't really gotta worry about that, bro. Don't worry about that.
And with my gait, it's probably 2 or 3 steps to the actual phone.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. That's good. Well, that's good. But I got to tell you the stats because I thought you'd probably be happy.
Yes.
For the blind bender, on the first one, it's you have 13,000 views. And
holy shit. Bro blew up. Bro is out here making moves. Stop playing. He got 13,000. I thought you was going to say he had like 3,000 or something. Bro got 13,000 views. And guess what? They're all hate messages. If you go to his YouTube right now, it is bad. And YouTube doesn't even take it down. They're just like, well, I mean, shit. It's still there. People are still viewing it. Let it make money. But the misconception, guys, I don't think... Let's track that back. YouTube will make money on any video that you put out, pretty much, more or less, if they decide to put ads on it or not. But you don't make money until you get past the 1,000 subscriber benchmark and you have 4,000 view hours. 4,000. Paul was not pulling 4,000 view hours. So to those who are like, don't go to the channel, they're telling me, don't go view the Paul's channel and you're giving him money, you're putting money in his account, his commissary. No. Number one, they wouldn't let him get the money from that account unless somebody was actually pulling the money from that account. And 2, he's not even making money off of those videos. So no worries. No worries at all.
On the second, it's 9,000 views. On your third, it's 7.7 thousand views. On the fourth, it's 6.2 thousand. And the fifth is 4.9 thousand. And get this one, your sixth one, 30,000.
Shut up.
Yes. Yep, 30,000.
Oh,
that last section of your story got a lot of views.
Mommy, we made it. Ma, we made it. We're gonna be famous. Ma. Nah, you're gonna be a prisoner forever. The fuck? I like how he's excited. What you excited for, bro? You can't do nothing about that. What you really excited for?
1,000 views.
Yep.
How many views is that in total? I'm trying to calculate here. I can't.
Well, 30,000. You had 30,000 views, so that's 30,000 people.
Yeah.
Unless they came back and looked at it again. I guess we have to account for that. You know, if somebody thought, oh, that's cool. Yeah.
What about subscribers?
I couldn't see the subscribers anywhere. I couldn't see the
it should be right under my it should be right under the name of my channel on the main page when you.
Okay, well, I'll have to double check again because I looked around and of course I was doing it from my phone, so I might have to. Yeah. I might do.
You can see the subscriber count from your phone. The phones. I mean, come on, the phones are computers. But it's crazy how he's got Jojo. So remember this, right? Jojo's doing all this stuff for him, looking through his stuff, reporting back to him, doing all these sweet things. Now, again, I don't really agree with what Jojo's doing. But from the first video I had with Jojo, I was like, she just seems like a cool lady. Might be a little misguided in what she's doing. But, I mean, you know, Jojo's Jojo. I think she might be a little wonky, a little crazy. But then when you see people like Randy and Paul's fiance, who he's never getting married to, you start to realize that there's worse people out there.
Do it from my computer to see, have more screen showing.
Yep,
so I can see better.
For some people, maybe it's you have to subscribe. 30,000 views.
Yes, I saw that and I went, holy cow, that even beat the first one at 13,000.
Yeah, the first one, 13,000. Then you got a bunch that are under 10,000, but still a lot.
Yes.
And then you got hit by that 3,000. It was like, wow.
Yeah.
What the heck?
I thought, what? I wasn't even, I had to rub my eyes because I wasn't sure I was actually seeing what I was seeing. So like,
Jojo, you should have told us what the comments said, Jojo. You should have opened up the comments. What happened, Jojo? You should have told them what the comments were saying. All the beautiful, wonderful things they said about his creativity and his artistic skills and his, all that good shit.
You said I wasn't going to believe it. I thought you were going to say it was like somewhere in the 20,000. I didn't expect 30,000.
That's what I thought. I figured, it's kind of from third to fourth to fifth, it was kind of going down. And I thought, okay, that's fine. Yeah. That 13,000 is really awesome. And then when I got to that, when I was like, 30,000.
Just a punch in the face. Power.
Isn't that awesome? Yep.
So
must have been a good section of your story.
Must have been. Have you watched it yourself? Or read it?
Yeah. So I thought, man, I can't wait to tell Paul because he's going to flip out.
Yeah, you're right about that one. Oh, my God.
Yep. Well, I'm glad I got to tell you, so that should make your day.
Keep that in mind. This lady's doing all these things. And the second his little girlfriend comes around, Jojo, he even said verbatim. He said verbatim, I did it live. He was like, Jojo played her part. But now we can drop her. We can discard her. She's expendable. We could use her. She's trash now. We could throw her away. Don't worry, babe. I love you. Jojo, she did her part. She did what she could do. X her out. Cross her out. That's the type of person he is. And he thinks that's normal. He thinks that's normal behavior. That's that Shanda movements in there. That's what she instilled in this child.
That very much did make my take.
Good. I just wish you could get online so you could see it yourself,
I do too.
But maybe
There's
sometime
so
it's like it.
Who want me to write the next part, and now I really do want to write the next part.
I know.
It's like,
and you can't do it because you're there and you can't access it. But you think when you go to the prison, you'll be able. Well, I guess you can't post anything, can you? When you're
no, but I'll at least be able to keep tabs on it. Hopefully,
yeah.
If they have YouTube.
I hope he's keeping tabs on all the bullshit people are saying about him because, man, you're keeping tabs on the wrong thing. You need to keep tabs on the person who's going to be your cellmate. You need to keep tabs on how you're going to get your food when people start to bully you and take your food away. You need to start worrying about practical things that are really going to affect you on the day-to-day. Your YouTube ain't, trust me, once he hits the yard, I think YouTube is going to start to fade from his mind. And he's going to be like, I have bigger problems to worry about. Okay.
Oh, so you could see it. Yeah. Yeah, man, I wish you could keep writing.
So do I.
Apparently people liked it. So.
Very much so.
So you got a good writing skill. You got people watching.
None of my other videos were really that well known, I suppose, but that one.
Yeah. Yeah, and the more people that look at it, it stays on the top of the what they call the rhythm, or what do they call it? Algorithm. So when somebody looks at it, it goes up closer to the algorithm, makes it go up higher so more people will see it. So people keep looking at it. That should grow.
Yep.
I hope it does. I hope it does for you.
Yeah.
I just wish you could write some more. That's just so like,
knowing that it has that much.
Exactly.
It's torture now being in here.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that it's torture. That's why I say never give anybody the death penalty. There's so many things that you could do to make someone suffer in a legal way, that is. You know what I mean? Like, the death penalty is not it. Capital punishment, Capital punishment, that's not the way, guys. It's not the way. What you need to do is let them rot and let their minds play them forever and ever. Let their minds torture them. Everybody's going to have their own little kryptonite that cripples them. And it makes them just regret. It makes them just regret being there. Damn, my throat got dry. That's what's happening to Paul right now. He's seeing all that could have been. Even though a lot of those numbers are artificial, though, I will say, because of the trial, I think more people are finding his case. More people are finding his channel. Because what Jojo is not doing is she's not reading the comments. The comments are where everything's at, guys. We need to read the comments now. Come on now.
Oh. Well, don't be tortured, because I guess maybe someday you'll be able to start writing it again. You know, I look forward to.
At this point, I hope it's not, that day isn't too far away.
Yeah, I hope so too. I've been praying so much, Paul. I've been praying so much my knees are scabbed.
Shit, he's gonna need it.
I got the pictures you sent.
You did get them.
You painted that?
Yeah, I painted it for my daughter. Wow. She loves sharks. So I thought, well, I'm going to surprise her and paint a shark. I'm going to paint a shark painting for her, so she's got it.
Really nice.
But you really liked it?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'll send you something else.
I've never been much of an artist myself. Like I said, I can barely draw a line straight.
Well, I'd show you how to draw a line straight if you were here. I'd teach you.
If I have a ruler, it's no problem. I can draw a straight line like nothing with a ruler. But
true. Well, maybe you'd be good at. Maybe you would like. Maybe you'd be, because you like to build, don't you? Build things.
Legos. Yeah. I have some videos on there about me building Legos.
So it's probably, you might have a knack for being a draftsman. That's lots of straight lines with a ruler.
Yeah. Who knows?
So,
I mean, I can take a Lego set, take it apart, and create all sorts of crazy stuff out of it.
Do you? That's pretty imaginative.
Yeah. I took a bunch
of
like
Legos
pieces from sort of Lego mechs, they were like.
I will just say that those Lego videos were almost unwatchable. They were almost unwatchable. This shit was crazy, but
basically supposed to be like a robot of sorts, and I put them together into like an even better robot. Like it had part of an Iron Man suit that was allowed to have like a repulsor looking hands, and on one hand it had like a Thanos looking build that like had the 6 Infinity Stones.
Oh, well you turned it into a better robot then.
Yeah, I took a bunch of like Marvel Lego mechs and built them into a better mech.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
I'm intuitive.
Did you have lots of
intuitive.
Yes. Well, it's got that creativeness.
I probably spent at least, I want to say $500, if not $1,000 on Legos before I got stuck in here.
You did?
Yeah.
Damn, he spent $1,000 on Legos. Meanwhile, Shanda's saying they didn't even have enough money to buy groceries. They didn't have enough money to do the medical shit. They didn't have enough money to do shit. But yet, Paul is spending $1,000 on Legos. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a lot of Legos.
My most expensive one was over $100.
Was it really? Oh my gosh,
yeah,
you were really
an ultimate Quinjet, and
it was
I liked it very much. An ultimate Quinjet from Marvel. It was a plane. You know that plane they have from Avengers.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Not the helicarrier, like one of their little smaller jets.
Oh, okay. Is it like a big size, or did you like how big was it?
Pretty big. I had to pick it up. I had to use both hands.
Ooh, man, you spent that much money on Lego. So you are the top number one fan of Legos.
I was a Lego nerd.
Nothing wrong with that. Do you know where Legos were built?
Japan?
Do you know where?
If I wasn't a fan of Legos, I would start clowning him for liking Legos. But at the same time, what a baby. I was a Lego nerd. I was a baby. I mean, shout out to my Lego people, man. Legos are actually fun as hell. Legos are actually dope. I will argue that Legos are for adults too. But I digress. Paul's a piece of shit. So in his case, he's a baby playing with Legos. Screw Paul.
Nope. Legos came from Denmark. I took a trip. Well, I took 3 trips to Denmark, and Denmark is the one that invented Legos. They have a place called Legoland there. It's huge. But they were the ones that invented it. I would have thought Japan too. But, yeah, it came from Denmark. So I went right by the place where they had the Legos, Paul. You would have loved it. You would have absolutely loved to see that.
I would have, yes, very much.
Yeah.
Maybe once all this is over, I'll try and figure out some way to get some tickets there. That would be nice.
Yeah, and go see Legoland. Yeah, that would
very
be.
Much.
You would be in utopia because you like Legos so much that you'd be in utopia.
I'll have to fit that in somewhere though, because I also know I want to go to Disney World in Florida. Before all this, we'd actually gotten tickets from my step grandparents to go.
Oh, and you never got to?
Yeah, we were supposed to go this spring.
We were supposed to go, but we were too busy torturing and ice bathing my brother, and I put him against the wall too long, and he was getting weak. So basically, long story short, we didn't have time, and then I got sent to prison for killing my brother, by accident, of course. And now I'm gonna blame everything on my mom. Yeah. I'm so glad he never got to go to Disneyland World, whichever the fuck. I think Disney World, he said. Because Disneyland is in California. Yeah, I'm so glad he never got to fulfill his dreams. Fuck this. Fuck this kid, bro. Some people are just evil. And when I see evil people win, it makes me angry. So I'm glad he lost.
Before all of this happened, but Adam had his stroke seizure combo.
Oh, and so that made it. Oh, shucks.
Yeah,
so you've never been there before.
No, I really wanted to. I was saving up. I was going to go to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, get myself a droid, get a lightsaber, all the good stuff. Fly the Millennium Falcon.
Oh, so that's sad. You were so close to going and couldn't go.
I was furious.
I remember I'd never been to Cedar Point before, and you know what Cedar Point is?
Not exactly, no.
It's like they have tons of rides, like roller coasters and everything. It's in Ohio, and so I was supposed to go with my family down there, and me and my sister got in a fight, and they picked me to make me stay home, and they all went, and I was like,
Oh, that's fucked up. Y'all had a fight, so you told one sister to stay home? That's that is some family shit that would happen. Like, yeah, Tina, like Jojo, you know you were upset, Tina. You know you're the one. You need to stay home because Tina was looking forward to this. She's carrying her kids. Like, I could see that happening. That shit's funny as hell. Shout out Jojo, man. I mean, too bad for her that she's leeching on to this idiot child just to get disowned by him for some woman that's her age. Yeah, that's kind of, yeah.
Discouraged. I was so sad because it's like, my sister's the one that started it, and so I was like really disappointed. But that's the way it is. I wish you could have.
Knowing my petty ass, I still would have went. I would have got my own plane ticket and I would have met them at the event. We've been like, what? You guys thought I wasn't coming? Sure. Nah. Actually, if you think about it, that probably would be toxic as hell.
So yeah, you got to put that on your bucket list to go see.
Yeah. So if
you like rides?
To get to North, I've never really ridden on too many roller coasters. The only one I've ever ridden on was when I was younger. It was a more childish roller coaster. I rode on twice in a row just to get used to it.
You think you would like to go on a big roller coaster, or does it freak you out?
That would definitely be nice. Oh,
you would?
Already?
Did Yeah. Did it say it's done already?
Yeah.
I'll make one more phone call to me so we can continue. Yeah, make one more call to me. Okay. Yep. Okay, when it goes out. So when it goes out. Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't go to Texas for, the rides down there, but
we were never really.
You guys didn't go too many places?
No, not really.
No, not really.
Yeah. So you kind of, I know as a family we never did too much either. Just maybe go up north once in a while, but parents were too busy. But put that on your bucket list too.
From phobia of going outside after a while.
Oh, I think it's called agoraphobia, maybe agoraphobia.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
thank you for using.
Be right back.
That's an interesting condition that people develop. He said his stepmom, who he calls his mom, he's a fucking moron. But anyway, his stepmom has agoraphobia or something, and she's scared to go outside. Out of my 20,000 subscribers, that sounds so fire to say. Out of the 20,000 of you guys, is there anybody out there suffering from that? Hit me up in the comments if you feel like sharing. You're scared as shit to go outside. You're terrified. The trees scare you, the dogs, the people. I don't know. Explain it to me because I don't get that. And but I'm not writing it off as a illegitimate. Well, it is an illegitimate fear. That's what phobia is. But I'm not saying it's not a real condition. I'm just kind of confused. I'm like, damn, how do you get scared to go outside? I guess it kind of makes sense. Like the world is a scary place. Like, But anyways, people, I love you guys, man. That was the video. We're coming back tomorrow with a live stream. We're going to do some more of the Paul fiance calls. I know I said I was going to switch up, but when I said I was going to switch up on that live, and then I got all my DMs, people are like, no, you got to finish the calls. You got to finish the calls. You got to finish strong. So that being said, I got to give the people what the people want. I'll see you guys on Monday, or I'll see you guys tomorrow, 8 a.m. PST. I will schedule it so you guys can see the schedule started. And until then, people, I love you guys. Stay inside. Stay safe. Stay awesome. Stay beautiful. I appreciate all the supporters, man. I'm out of here.